my kings and all my queens out there. Hope everybody's having a productive day. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Credit to Mar. And anytime you see me with this mark in my head, you know I'm about to give y'all some knowledge. So before I get into that, I just want to welcome all my new viewers. I want to welcome my current viewers. And we're going to get this knowledge because, like I said, knowledge is power. But what good is your knowledge if you don't do nothing with it? That's why they have this saying, wasted talent. Don't waste this valuable knowledge, because I'm giving y'all free game. This is actual game. I'm not just somebody that's telling you do this. I'm actually showing y'all. I'm putting it on the board. I'm showing y'all what to do. You can write this stuff down. You know, take this. Don't take it for granted. Take advantage of this, because a lot of times we don't know this information, and that's why I'm so big on applying this knowledge and giving y'all this knowledge. So with further ado, my new topic today is business credit. And I love this topic. Reason being, because I'm a businessman. I love business. How many of you guys love business, or how many of you guys want to open up a business but just don't know the know-how? So that's where I come in, all right? So what is business credit? A loan or line of credit to a company or individual for business as opposed to personal use. Now, a lot of times this is what people don't realize. Personal credit and business credit are two separate accounts, all right? But a lot of times what happens is you can go into a bank, or you can call a bank and you can say, hey, listen, I'm thinking about opening up a business and I want to know, how much I can get for a loan, or whatever the case may be. Now that banker will tell you, well, we need your personal credit. It's like, no, I don't. I don't have to give you my personal credit. But if you don't know, see, I know that. Now you know that. See, now if you didn't know that, and what often happens, I had an individual come back and tell me, and they say, yeah, man, Mar, I gave them my personal credit information, and because my credit history was so bad, they didn't approve me for this loan. And I said, well, one, you should have did your homework, but two, it's not your fault, because you don't know. So now that you know not to make that mistakes, and now you can teach somebody else not to go down that same path, because your credit history, your personal credit history, and your bank credit history are two separate accounts. So I'm the type of person you can't sway me to, especially if I know the knowledge, you cannot sway me to do what you want me to do. All right. So that's why it's important. So you have your business credit, right? Like I had an individual ask me, they said, should I open up a business account? I said, absolutely. That's what that's your aim. That's what you're trying to do. So you can build that portfolio up. So when it's time for you to open up your, or go and apply for a loan, your credit history and everything is on point. You're staying at the range of 30%. Everything is immaculate, right? That's what you want. So how can they deny you? They cannot deny you, and they cannot. And even if they do ask you for your personal credit history, you don't have to give it to them. Okay. So moving on. Key note: business credit cards can help smaller companies build up credit so they can have a better credit borrowing items in the future. Okay. Next one. Useful for small business, for bookings, and to keep expenses separate for personal ones. So it goes back to what I was saying as far as your credit history. Now I connected these two at the bottom, right? Business credit is a link to your business entity and separate tax ID entity meaning your organization, your business, okay? So business credit is linked to your business, organization, and separate tax ID, okay? So everything is separate, all right? There are a number of agencies that can calculate business credit. Each company has different methods on how they rank their scores, right? So predominantly most banks have it from 0 to 100. 80 and up is where you want to be at. You don't want to be no lower than an 80, okay? It's like having your credit score. So it's the same thing. So 80, let's write this here. 80 and up is where you want to be, okay? When it comes to your business credit, okay? Steps: apply for an employee ID. This is how you get your business credit. So credit card. Apply for employee ID to separate your credit. You would need to establish yourself as a limited liability corporation. So meaning you have to get your LLC. All right, so you have to make sure that everything that I'm saying, that you're able to separate from your personal use and your personal credit history. All right, these are two separate accounts. All right, so that's just a little bit. There's a lot more to it. Not really too much more to it, but if you know the basics, this is why I always start out with the basics, right? If you know the basics, then you know where to go. You know where to aim for. If you don't know where to start, then you don't know where to aim for. Okay, so you have to know where and what you're aiming for. Okay, so I hope you guys got a lot of valuable information out of that. So with that being said, thank you. Share, like, comment, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment or DM me. I talk to everybody. I'm not one of those that, oh, is he gonna respond back? If I can,